Not so long ago, in a beautiful land, there lived a man. In the course of time, various visitors having heard of the good land began to arrive. One of these visitors was a particular elephant. Though cautious about the new arrival, the man welcomed the elephant, thinking perhaps he might make a new friend. However, unbeknown to the man, Elephant was all the while hatching a wicked plot. One night, the elephant called a meeting of his close friends. At this dark gathering, he shared with them his sinister scheme, a plan to take man's property. Later that night, as man slept soundly on his bed, he was suddenly, violently dragged out of his hut. It was Elephant! What's the meaning of this, Mr. Elephant? Asked the man.
In my opinion, you are making very poor use of this property. I have therefore decided to help you out by taking it for myself,
replied the elephant. I beg your pardon? Is this how one repays a friend's hospitality? Help! I'm being robbed! Somebody! Anybody! Help! Man's shouts irritated the elephant. Stop! Turned upon the noisemaker with elephantine fury. Knocked to the ground and about to be trampled, man screamed out as loud as he could. Ah!
What's going on here?
Came a roaring voice. It was King Lion.
Your Highness,
said Elephant.
I am merely trying to help this man, and he seems to have no appreciation for my efforts.
Astonished, the man attempted to respond. But your Highness!
Silence! I shall have no more trouble this night. Elephant. Yes, Your Highness. Set up a commission of inquiry and get to the bottom of this matter,
ordered King Lion. Dejected and amazed, the man walked away and sheltered under a tree for the night. The following day, a commission consisting of Mr. Rhinoceros, Mr. Buffalo, Mr. Crocodile, Mr. Hippo, Mr. Leopard, and the chairman, Honorable Mr. Fox, was convened. Upon seeing its composition, man protested at the fact that he had no representatives on the commission. He was quickly told not to worry on account of the unimpeachable character of the commissioners, all of whom have the solemn responsibility of taking care of the interests of less powerful, less intelligent animals. Mr. Elephant was invited to state his case before the commission first.
My intentions were entirely honorable. The man was making such poor use of the property that I could no longer stand by and watch him continue being a victim of his own ignorance.
The commissioners broke out in cheers and praise for Mr. Elephant's selfless heroism. Objection! Next, the commission called Mr. Hyena to give expert testimony. I saw it all! Man was in a desperate situation before Mr. Elephant came in and saved the day. That's a pack of lies! Hyena wasn't even there when it all happened, interjected man. Silence! Silence, I say, ordered Mr. Fox. I am sure that my fellow commissioners will agree that in light of all evidence and testimony, it is now our solemn duty to rule that Elephant will be given man's property, as this grand commission has found him better able to use this resource, declared the fox. What? The man was in utter shock and attempted to make his dissatisfaction known. But that's not fair.
Be warned that defiance of the commission's ruling will result in dire consequences for you,
bellowed Mr. Buffalo. Afraid that the animals would harm him and seeing that no justice was available, the man thought it best to capitulate. In the course of time, man was eventually able to build another house and establish a new homestead for himself. But no sooner had he begun to get comfortable when in burst Mr. Rhinoceros and out went the man. Regrettably, the same travesty of justice repeated itself until rhino, hippo, leopard, hyena, fox, croc, and buffalo had each grabbed some property from the man. By this time, the man was near his wits' end. Close to giving up, he recalled an old proverb which states, "There's nothing that walks the earth that cannot be trapped." The man built the largest, strongest, most secure house in all the land. On the day he finally completed it, while he was doing final checks, he heard the sound of animals approaching. Alas, it was Mr. Elephant and his greedy gang.
We heard you were busy making poor use of yet another property. We've come to remedy the situation.
Very well, it's all yours. The animals were surprised by this unexpected surrender. Until...
Wait a minute. Look! He has the control! Get him!
The greedy animals desperately gave chase, rapidly gaining ground. Closer and closer they got, but the man's head start was just enough. Man's trap had sprung, and the greedy lords of the jungle were finally locked up where they belong.